started Frasier. I should watch it again. We're doing it live.
Anyways, we're doing it live.
We're doing it live. Welcome, my friends, my baker friends, to the Baking It Down with Sugar Cookie.
I want to let everybody in the internet know Corey's in a feist bucket mood.
No, not a, you know what? I had a headache all night, and I took, because I ran
You took it out on me.
I ran out of Advil. So I Googled.
Who runs out of Advil?
Googled how to get rid of a headache fast when you don't have any over-the-counter stuff. Water, did drink some, and a caffeine pill, which I did have.
Caffeine pill for bed?
No, I just took it like an hour ago.
That's why you're insane. You've been ridiculous. If you're on any sort of substance, I would like to be privy to the consumption.
Diet Coke and caffeine pills, man. Welcome to the Baking It Down with Sugar Cookie Marketing Podcast, or should I say the Vendy Blendy, because that's all we've been talking about.
November doesn't exist. November is
the only thing. If you are like, what are you talking about? The Vendy Blendy goes down in T-minus 10 days. 10
days?
Full days. I do believe so. Am I correct?
I got the countdown running.
Oh, you correct.
Here's what I don't understand. And
I
don't understand countdowns.
Is it countdown include the day of?
I don't know.
The end of the day.
I also don't understand weekly countdowns. Get this. It's
You've
2
only
weeks.
Been doing them every. How many days till?
14. Okay, it's not. It's actually 10. But when I need to make the countdown is 14, which is 7 and 7. That's 2. So you write 2 weeks until the Vendy Blendy. And then on next Monday, I would do, or Friday, whatever, 1 week.
I guess it's when does your week start? On Monday, or are you a Sunday starter?
But here's the thing. If I say 1 week until the Vendy Blendy, but it's during the week, that is 1 week left. It is correct in the count of days. So that's why I'm switching. I'm going to switch to days countdown because that's where 1 week makes it sound like it's definitely
it's in
not
7 days to me.
It's next week.
It's in 7 full days. When someone says it's a week away, I think it's in 7 days. When I hear those words, I register
1 week left until the Vendy Blendy.
I say you have 7 days left.
To me, it's just 1 week away makes me say it's definitely not in the next 7 days. It's in the 8th day.
I would say more than a week away for the Vendy Blendy.
But less than 2. Alligator open mouth.
The Vendy Blendy is a 1 day sales day. Goes down 24 hours, 25% off or more in the Vendy Blendy group on Facebook.
And I'm happy to report the subject of today's podcast is the or more of the Cookie College.
Or more. Okay, I know. You're like, guys, we're so tired of hearing the Cookie College. You're tired of hearing the overview, but we're getting into the nitty-gritty.
Right. Corey wanted to go through. First, we wanted to say last year I'll be honest, last year we didn't promote our own business enough. We just did. We were saying, okay, we got to do a little bit of internal promotion as well, which is today's podcast topic.
People are like, and off.
And maybe we'll give something away. I don't know. But Corey wanted to go through the Cookie College deals and steals. Here's the thing. If you don't sign up during Black Friday, you have just overspent a ton. If you're on the fence, Black Friday is the answer. Mm-hmm. If you're on the fence and it's February, great, join us. But why join us then when you could join us now for cheaper?
Yeah, and you might be like, you guys always talk about the Vendy Blendy every single, or you just every podcast you talk about the Vendy Blendy. But then we just do an overview of the Cookie College. Sign up for the college if you want to become more efficient. Sign up for the college, blah. Okay, what I wanted to actually tell you is open the doors. Open the doors of the college and tell you actually what's in there. And we're going to divide it into most taken courses, most slept on courses, the courses for someone trying to become more efficient.
I like those ones.
Yeah. Heather likes this one. She made this one. The easiest courses to take, like less time involved.
I get one of the best compliments I'm paid for. Okay.
No,
I'm not paid. Verbally given a gift of words from the Vendys is, wow, that was really organized.
Yes. And I want to say organization is the key to a successful business, a successful marketing campaign.
If you can't organize it, really, I just look at the world and I'm like, this could be optimized. And just because it doesn't mean throw everything away.
No.
It means how can I create this room in a space that is most advantageous for the user?
I will tell you, Heather has taken me kicking and screaming over the last 10 years that we've worked together because I just hated folder structures.
You did, but look at you go.
Oh,
once you tasted the sweet nectar of easily accessible, not leaving it on your desktop world.
If my folder doesn't have 2 folders inside that folder. Did I even folder?
Hey, delete it. It's ridiculous. It shouldn't even be there.
Here's the thing. Having a structure to your business is going to save you time and money.
Can I tell you the funniest thing?
Sure.
The way I organize my external hard drive, it's constantly a thought that if I was in any event incapacitated, could you find the Cookie Class Kids promo photo? Could you navigate my folder structure in a logical path?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So let's go through each membership discount first, and then we'll talk about the classes.
Sure.
So I'm going to do you want to go through all the discounts, or you want to do discount class?
What do you mean discount class?
I do want to say here, I'm only talking about the Cookie College right now.
We're only talking about the Cookie College right now.
But then we're going to go to the other membership deals.
Yeah, later, way down.
Okay. So the Cookie College is on sale on Black Friday for 24 hours only for $64. The best discount we've ever run, that we said we'd never run again, was last year during the Vendy Blendy, and it was $63. So are we liars? No.
But for $1 more, you can get access to everything in the Cookie College. So what your savings are, it's normally $76 a month.
The Vendy price is $64, and you're saving $12.
$12 a month.
But I got an even better deal, which actually makes this the best deal that we're offering, and it's the Cookie College paid yearly upfront.
Okay, that's access to everything in the Cookie College, everything dropped, everything in the future for 12 full months.
Right. So when you sign up for the Cookie College on Black Friday, you pay $64. $64 a month. It's typically $76 a month. But when you sign up for the yearly price, it will take the monthly price down. So if you paid monthly, what are you looking at?
Myself.
Oh, it would take it down to $48. That would be the cheapest monthly price you can get.
Okay, so what would I have to come out of pocket to get the $48 a month?
$576.
$576.
Right, not chump change.
Not chump change. It is an investment in your business, and that's why our goal is today to tell you how you can invest. Use the Cookie College.
I'm going to put that in perspective here. $576 is a lot of money.
It is.
But on Thursday in one private class, we cleared $895.
$895. So we taught a private class. I did have to do zero marketing for it.
Right.
And we cleared $895.
So if you sign up for the Cookie College and you want to get that deal because you say, I do want to make a large impact in my business in 2026, and I can get you to teach one private class, of which I provide everything you need to teach the class, and I teach you how to teach the class with the script included, and you clear $800, it is a solid one class.
One class.
Granted, high cost of living to it. Okay, $50 and do $50. Okay, let's say you can teach 10 people. So $500 in one class in a rural area. Yeah. $50 is the average ticket price. And you sell 2 DIY kits. I paid for myself.
Paid for ourselves.
In one rural class of 10 people.
Yeah. Listen, me and Heather's goal is not to just get you to sign up for the college and then we forget about you. Our goal is to get you to sign up for the college and then us help you step by step to make that money back. And then plus $1.
That's our going thing. If we could get people to sign up and they make their money back plus $1, they'll never leave. That's our goal. But ideally, you make back tons of money.
Yeah. Signing up for the Vendy Blendy, it is going to be chaos in December for you. If you're a baker, you got a lot of things to bake. Our goal is to set you up for 2026 so that you run into 2026 more efficient.
Great. And that's my bone to pick is, yes, I can tell you, here, you sell this many tickets, you make this much money. But what I can't put a monetary value on is efficiency because of the time cost savings.
Absolutely.
My life is so much easier. I got Zapier, a little bit of AI. I got a lot of organization. I got a lot of things working for me that I don't have to pay for. Small stipends, right? But my website's doing this. Yeah. This is sending to that. Yeah. My emails, this, cut, and the other. So the time cost savings, which you see a lot of people who have actually dug into these classes are like, wow, I'm a lot more efficient.
It's more efficient. You have a clearer brain because you're more efficient. You have better customer service because you are more efficient. Your email box is to inbox 0. Everything in your inbox is a to-do list.
And you label it, and then you have it mapped out to go to various folders.
I'm going to tell you something. As someone who was not organized, I was not organized. I have become organized. It has changed my life.
Corrie, dare I say, 2025, she has processes in place.
Processes.
SOPs. shops.
Standard operating procedures.
Mm-hmm. Because when you can document it, you can replicate it and you can scale it, right?
Yes.
Okay. And if we're not in the position to hire out people, Corey hates hiring out people, we can at least optimize it with website software.
Here's the thing. The way that business goes is you get so efficient that the only right next step is to hire someone else. Yeah. A lot of people get stuck in, they're not efficient and they're like, if I just hired someone, I'd have more time.
Kind of think of this. If I had to hire somebody and I had to explain to them how to work this, if it's already overwhelming, it's not going to be a good position to hire out. But if I can optimize it and just explain that to somebody, I have my virtual assistant and I try to say, if I had to explain this to him, could he do it?
Yeah.
I mean, of course he can do it. But if I'm like, well, you got to go here and then you got to light your shoe on fire to go over my inbox and try to find it.
Here's the thing. People are like, I'm not hiring someone. Listen, you are your employee. You are your number one employee. And if past you does not set up current you for success, whether it be how you take your photos, how you store your photos, your website, your updates on your website, those things like that, current you is suffering because past employee you didn't think about current you. Future you has already costed the time and money.
I do like to think of myself in 3 different versions, past, present, and future. Present suffers from what past did, but future can help present.
The present can help future.
Oh yeah, the present. Okay, so the Cookie College again, it's typically $76. It'll be $76 on the 27th, and it'll be $76 on the 29th.
Yeah,
but on the 28th, it'll be $64 a month. If that's where you're at, it's great. Stay on a few months.
Sure.
But if you want to switch, you can get $576, which takes it down to an equivalent of $48 a month. Granted, $576 paid up front.
Yeah,
not chump change. But if you said, okay, I'll sign up for the year, you get all of the class kits, which I'll talk about in a second. I'm going to teach one class. If you can make me that promise, sign up for the year, teach one class, it would be dumb not to sign up for that.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's my call to action, right?
Call to action.
Now, Corey wanted to go through the classes, which we have these published in a spreadsheet because I'm optimized.
And it is overwhelming. There's a lot of classes. That's how much value you get when you sign up for the college. So I want to break it down even into a tinier, more palpable way by telling you the most taken classes, the slept on classes, the easiest classes to take. So like if you signed up on Black Friday and you're like, I really want to take 4 classes that can help me in December, these are the 4 classes you take.
I'm going to tell you the slept on class that you should start with.
Well, let's go to most popular first.
It's going to be the photography course.
It is.
It's Corey's course. Okay.
It is. Okay. The most popular course in the Cookie College. If you sign up for one thing, take one course. It is the beefiest course. There's a lot of info in there. If you took that course, I'm going to promise you, you'll start making more money. And that is the photography course. People buy with their eyes. Food is visual. If you take better photos, you make more sales. It is as simple as that. The course that I will always suggest people start with is the photography course. If you sign up on Black Friday and you said, I have 30 days in here, what can I do? If you take that course, you will that information you have gained, and we go through how to stage something, how to stage a photo. Then we show how to edit that photo in Lightroom. My go-to edits.
If props are kind of lost on you and you want them, but you're like, I just don't understand the concept of making it look cohesive and presentable. Like when I put it there, it looks like I just went through my closet and threw stuff on a board. Yeah. This is kind of how to create. And would you use that phrase the other day? The triangle?
Pyramid.
The pyramid.
Yeah.
That kind of brings it focus while making props a supporting role.
Yeah. So we go through how to set up your stage. So how to find the right lighting. That's how nitty gritty we get in there, how to find the right lighting. So it's going to be different for everyone's house. I show you where to go. I show you how to take a little field trip around your house and what to look for. Then we go how to set up your props, how to make sure that they complement your cookies versus take it away. Then we take the photo. And listen, if you ever wonder, no, I have a fancy camera. I don't use the fancy camera. I do all my editing in Lightroom. So I do it after the fact. So you don't have to have a fancy camera and you have to learn all the special knobs and doodads on it.
You're looking at some out of the boxers aperture priorities right here.
Boxes, out of the boxers. And this all works for if you have a phone that you're using or if you're using a DSLR.
Or mirrorless, yeah.
Yeah, both. We go to how to edit it in Lightroom. Lightroom mobile, free. Free as a bird.
That's right. If you're not running it through Lightroom,
I would tell you, every photo you've ever seen from me, even the one I did at Olive Garden last week.
Why wouldn't you?
Run through.
Here's what I'm going to say. Editing, what our eyes perceive and what the lens of a camera perceives are 2 different things. So And this is what I have to tell myself when I take a selfie and I hated it. I'm like, that's not really me, right? I'm just hoping selfie math makes sense. But there's lens distortion.
Yeah.
There's discoloration. You got a camera trying to make the darks light and the lights dark. Yeah. It's doing a lot of things. So in post-processing and even in creating masks, which I'm not sure that everybody uses, but I like to use them, I can have the background calm down while bringing light into the subject.
Absolutely. In a better photo, not only will you be able to use it for marketing for years to come, years and years. When someone in a community group says, I'm looking for a winter wonderland baby girl theme.
Oh, Corrie has them organized now because you're responding, here's a winter wonderland baby theme I did.
Bam, bam, bam. And those photos that I took years ago, I can still use to this day for my marketing. And that is, I'm going to tell you, that's how I get more leads. By someone saying, I want a Winterland pink baby theme, and I show them a fantastic photo of a Winterland baby theme. That's how I get more orders.
Winterland or Winter Wonderland?
Winterland and Winter Wonderland.
Are those two different topics?
No, they're the same thing.
Oh, I said, what's a
Winterland?
A Winterland.
A land of winter and wonder.
Yeah, really like that class. I'm going to say one of the most taken classes in the Cookie College. Granted, so we have the 5 membership options. The Cookie College gets everything in all the memberships, right? This class is actually only available to the Cookie College. It's how to teach a cookie class, right? So the cookie class kits is what to teach. This is how to teach it. And this is the one I typically direct people to. Corrie and I taught a live class. Yes, we charge people for it. And then I told them I'm recording it.
Yeah.
And what I did is I recorded an hour and a half and then I sped it up through the parts where it was silent. But I wanted you to kind of hear, watch, and see how we lay this out exactly.
How the flow goes. It's very interesting to see how the flow of class goes. And you can see with 10 different people, and everyone goes at a different pace, and how you as the leader of the class, the instructor, needs to push everyone along.
It was good to see, it's a script. When Corrie and I first started teaching classes, we knew we needed to run through a script. It's just kind of how we work, right?
It took us roughly 2.5 hours to make the script.
And then we went through it many, many times and took notes and edited.
Cut it out. This doesn't make sense. Cut that out. Add this to it.
Right. So we gave you that script. We used to print it out and take it to classes. Now I've got it pretty memorized. Yeah. And then you can watch that class and then you get all the list of the supplies we used to teach that class. Granted, yours will look a little different, but if you're like, ooh, wow, I would love to sign up for the college, but teaching a class is so far from my skill set now. Yeah. It's actually not that far. And you'll see a lot of people say, I didn't believe them. I taught my first one and I regret having done it sooner.
Yeah. I want to say that script and the PowerPoint and everything like that is fantastic. Me and Heather last year at Thanksgiving to our family taught a mini cookie class. And we went off script. Me and Heather don't do well off script.
I want to be honest. You taught the whole thing by yourself.
Yeah, but I want to tell you, I felt like I had no direction.
I know.
Like a script gives me. A script tells me the next steps. Add value here, dive into the cookies, step, end of class.
Hey, Corrie and I go off script. It's not a good time.
It's not pretty at all. But having that script, knowing that you can look at a class that's being taught, an actual class, you're going to be set up for success so much better than just signing up for the class kits because that's the curriculum, but it's not the flow.
No, it's not the flow. When we taught that private class last week, did you feel me bringing you back to the script?
It's because I couldn't see.
I know. Did you feel me pulling you back in? That's a great point. Let's get to that in a minute. So that one I think is great. As far as probably the 2 most taking classes that I see people take, right? Then we have like supporting role classes, nailing Instagram for business. A lot of the classes I teach on optimization. You did airbrush systems, product reviews.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Now I want to move on to the most slept on classes. So there's some slept on classes, photography not being one of those because I teach it and I'm just like, my voice is so eloquent. Slept on classes are classes that Heather has made that not all the people take just because people are at different stages of their business, but they've been slept on. And if you take these, they'll help you in business. And Heather doesn't want to be so slept on in these classes.
Okay, then fine, great. Yeah, I have a lot of bones to pick.
So what's your number 1 slept on class?
I'm going to say, and I hate to say this because I always start this one, the Eat That Frog class is where I tell everybody to start because you see the title and you're like, what the heck is that?
Yeah.
Agreed. But it is helping you determine what your next steps are. So biggest complaint of the Cookie College is it's so overwhelming. There's so much going on here.
And I want to say the biggest complaint in people's bakery businesses, I'm so overwhelmed.
There's so much going on here.
Yeah, don't know what's going on here.
So a lot of that I find is because, and I feel myself doing it. Some days I'll come down to the computer and be like, oh, I got to start this. Oh, shoot, I forgot that.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do it. I'm like, well, and I was saying, baby girl, sweetheart, slow down. What's the goal today? What's the one thing today? If I did this, my day has been successful. And that's actually the Eat That Frog concept. It's not something I came up with, but it's something we worked through in the college. We did Facebook Live. So these are replays of those with worksheets that help you kind of nail down your membership here. So if you're here for a long time and a good time, a year, awesome. If you're here for a month, we got to make it work for you, right? I want both of you to be successful. So what happens is you come here, you're like, well, I got to do Instagram. Oh, I should make a TikTok. Oh, I should take photography. They said I should do that. I want to be optimized. And you're like doing everything and
you're
nothing's
almost
getting
frozen. And you didn't go in any one direction. You started too many directions and you never finished anything.
And it creates an unfortunate, like when I do that, I'm like, wow, I did nothing today. I did everything and nothing got done.
Yeah.
So the Eat That Frog concept is the slept on one because it helps you focus what's one thing. If this one thing was done, if this is the one direction I took this, if I want to start a newsletter, if these are the classes I take, these 5 classes, 4 classes, if these are the questions I asked, and I got the newsletter out, was I successful in my membership here? Yes. Okay. That was great. And that's why I think that's a slept on class.
So if you're like, wow, a newsletter class, I want to send a newsletter. You're going to take the copy class. You're going to take the photography class. You're going to take up how to set up a newsletter class. Those 3 things right there are going to set you up for success. And you'll send out a newsletter.
If you're thinking, well, what does it Eat That Frog? Just tell me to pick newsletters. Like, no, it actually has you lay out what your goals are, and then you categorize them as A, B, C, D, and I think
you might be great at copy. You might be great at typing captions. You might be great at formulating a very good email. So the copy course wouldn't necessarily be the one that fits you because you already know how to do that. So me saying, take the copy course, that doesn't benefit you. That's time wasted. You already know how to write stuff.
But now you have a bunch of other things vying for your attention. You're like, which one should I focus on? Well, it helps you determine which one to focus on because what my answer is and what your answers are going to be different. Think that's slept on. I'm going to say another one that's slept on. The Asana course. Asana is a project management software. And you're like, what? It's a life management software. I actually use it to organize most things in my entire life. It's one of the few softwares I paid for years, and I don't see myself unpaying for it.
Okay.
People who try the Asana course and try it, they always come to me, and they got that if you know, you know look.
Yeah.
And they're like, how did I do without this before?
Yeah.
You had an issue where you double booked some stuff.
Yeah.
Corrie does not use Asana.
No.
When I go to Asana, there's different views that I can see my entire week. I can see my entire month. I can drag and drop the tiles around to make sure it all fits.
Yeah.
I can see if something is about to get double booked and I can let it all move. I can actually trigger like a task, a project, and it will backdate all my supportive tasks. So when we have a cookie class on a Saturday, I've created a project with triggered task. So I'll say on Saturday I have this class, and then suddenly my whole week tells me what I got to do each day to make sure this class is successful.
As you go through the college, you take the photography course, you implement it, you start making more sales. Your life, your baking life becomes busier. Now everything needs to have a task, a to-do, a to-done, need to think about this later. Because as you get busier because of the courses you've taken, time and efficiency is so much more important.
I know.
It's easy to take one sale a week and knock it out. You're like, I don't really need to be efficient. I knocked that out of the park. You have 5 different orders to bake in one week and a market on Saturday. Everything needs to be categorized and are ready to go.
So people took the Asana course and they liked it. And they were like, but can you tell us how you do your pre-planning each week? So on Sundays, typically I sit down and I make Asana map out. You want to make it map out. They always say 5 weeks. So you can see your next month and a week ahead. So they asked me to do a pre-plan together class. So I walked them through what my Sunday in Asana looks like. So you might be like, I download the software, but what do I do now?
Yes.
Then you're going to go take that course.
Yeah.
These are 2 separate courses. I think those are slept on because I think once you have a project management software, and if you're a pen and paper girly, I'll fight you out back. But I really feel like what I can do in my Gmail course, I can label something and it naturally ports over to Asana.
Pen and paper girls, I still am that. But I want to say having it digitally in front of you. Oh, yeah.
I'm a
pen and paper. You can be both.
I'm a pen and paper spitballer.
Yeah.
And then
an Asana locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded.
Yeah. The thing is, in a digital world, which we are now, if you're on the go, what was so funny was I threw Heather a mini party at Olive Garden last week, and so many of the waiters and waitresses came and wanted my business information. If someone wanted to order right then and there, And I said to him, well, let me check my calendar when I get home. I've lost a sale because I've extended my sales funnel. If I have access to what I have going on and they want to order in that moment and I could take their order in that moment, I've secured a sale because I've become more efficient because my Asana is planned out. I know what my week looks out. I know if I can take that order. I know how much dozens I could take if I wanted to take that order. But if I'm like, my pen and paper at home, I'll get back to you.
I couldn't imagine it. It would lend me to massive panic. And maybe the reason why I'm not a pen and paper girly is I hate my handwriting.
Maybe that's
it set me free.
My older sister has beautiful handwriting.
I would be a pen and paper girly.
Yeah, if they look like that.
Okay. Another one I like is that I think is slept on is a Google Calendar course. Similar to Asana, not project management, but using Google Calendar. When people look at my Google Calendar, they're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
They're like, why is it so color-coded? Why is it organized? I have calendars that remind me of anniversaries of family. I never miss a birthday. It's frustrating to my sisters.
It's so insanely
because
annoying.
I created a calendar for family birthdays and I set up reminders that give me ahead of time. So if I want to send a card, and then I always send the text and they're like, well, happy birthday, Dad.
Here's the thing. You're like, well, I don't really care about my family. If you have a client, if you have a client who orders every January for their kid's birthday and you beat them to it, or if you find out you did a wedding shower set and every year you wish them a happy anniversary.
Could you imagine?
Could you imagine a heartfelt note, a letter in the mail? You will be their lifelong baker. So many times what happens with bakers is we take an order, we give them their order, they pay, set it and forget it. But that next event is 1 year away. And they have clients have so many things to remember in that year. The odds that they'll remember Mixing Bowl Cookie Co. slim to none. So if I'm not hitting them with a newsletter, at least if I hit them with hey, I just wanted you to know I thought about you. I hope that your 1 year anniversary is as special as the day you got married.
And that's called top of mind awareness marketing.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little pie in the sky fluffy, but it really does work.
It does work. And you have dentist office that do a generic AI call. Imagine if you took the AI out of it and you put you in it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, my soul.
You send me a card that's handwritten.
Do you understand how insane that would be in
It's that's that new type of marketing where you're like, what's the opposite of what everyone else is doing? And that's what stands out.
Yeah.
So you can send the automated, the dentist wishing me happy birthday, always a wild experience.
I know.
But the dentist, the front desk lady's writing me a card that says happy birthday. Wow, that's going to set you apart. Okay. You can obviously spend a ton of time and woulda, coulda, shoulda is I'm right there with you. What do we say? Oh, these are slept-ons. Do you have any?
Slept-on ones. I have my easiest ones to take. The easiest ones.
I want to say one more slept-on.
Sure.
I think the new digital download kits.
Okay. Yeah. So here's the thing. The digital downloads is included in the college. It has its own separate membership called the digital downloads. The college gets everything. So when you sign up for the college, you get anything me and Heather have ever or will ever offer. That's the great thing about the college. It's the best bang for the buck. The digital downloads is just what you think. It is a digital download. Just like as if you would get a transfer sheet that was a digital download, an STL file, a download, you download this. The great part about it is Heather rebranded it this year to be quite cute.
The digital download kits.
Yeah.
So each one, I really work well with a standard, like a standard offering, right? Like not all the way, all chaotic.
Not made up, new something.
And Corrie said, why can't you just market the digital downloads? And I was like, because I like more a standardization so that you know what to expect. And then so we sat down back in late summer, maybe at the beach.
Yeah.
And we said, what would this look like if I liked it?
Yes. And how can I make you like this?
Right. So we came out with these kits. So each month you get a kit. It has 7 downloadable files that all match a certain theme. And you could pick and choose what parts you want. A cookie card backer.
A cookie backer.
Cookie tag. Front and back.
A cookie cutter that matches the cookie card and cookie tag.
A pattern to use in your marketing, but also a social media graphic where you can drop your sales behind the screen using Canva.
A transfer sheet that matches.
PNG and Eddie prints. So you could take the graphic and use it in your own if you want to make it in Canva, but if you wanted to print this out onto that, you get the outline in the book, the colored one, if the design lends itself to that. So we did Thanks Boo. Corrie has this really funny pun. I got to get it done this week. And it was hats to yourself, a Merry Christmas, but using Santa hats.
Yeah, little Santa hat.
So you're going to get the hat
one.
cutter, the hat transfer sheet. And there's just pick and choose which pieces you want, but it makes a cohesive set each time.
Yeah, it's themed out. But the issue is if you have a cutter and then you go to Etsy to find something that kind of mimics the cutter shape or the cutter style, it's harder to do and it kind of looked disjointed. Heather, I said, Heather, since you're talented behind a computer screen, make it so the cutter matches those other files so it goes into a very cute set that I don't have to think
Thanks
about.
Boo Ghost, you get the Thanks Boo cutter.
Yeah.
And then if you wanted to print the Thanks Boo Ghost with an Eddie, you got that file too.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's a good point though. The Cookie College gets everything. These memberships, if you signed up for them individually.
Individually. Tell me if I sign up for them individually on Black Friday.
Okay. Outside of Black Friday, individual, it costs us $187 a month.
That's individual. All of those.
If you said, I want the digital downloads, the class kits, the Baker's Business Basics, and the Cookie College, and the transfers. If you sign up for those individually, which nobody ever would, because you actually can't, the system doesn't allow you to do that, you would have to pay $187 a month.
$187 a month. That's a lot.
Just for signing up for the Cookie College, you get all of that. And on Black Friday, it's $64 a month.
That's a no-brainer.
So if you sign up for this individually on Black
Yeah.
Friday, which again, you can't, but you'd be $127. So for just $64, but then to sweeten the deal, if you sign up for the yearly membership, you get 3 months free, which takes that down to $48. So you get all of this for $48 when in reality, if you signed up individually, it'd be $187.
It's insane. It's a no-brainer.
I try to make it a no-brainer. If you guys are wondering if we use our own marketing tactics, yes.
Absolutely.
Popcorn price you guys up. Why do I want people in the Cookie College? Because you also get the private Facebook group.
Yes.
And that's where a lot of people find success.
The private Facebook group, so let's say you join on Black Friday. You already have a very big December, but you signed up for yearly. So you know you might not be able to take a course in December, but you know January is going to be a slower down month. So you're going to be able to take some in January. Totally fine. In that time, in your December, if you have a client interaction that was less than savory, you can come to that private Facebook group. And the Sugar Cookie Marketing Group, we do have to admin. There's 50,000 people in there, and we do have to really admin and govern it very closely. In the college, it's a lot of business owners that are business focused. We can let the posts that we would normally close down in the Sugar Cookie Marketing Group really go. So you get a lot of different perspectives. You have brick and mortars, you have hobbyers turning into bakers, you have people with hey, this happened to me one time, let me tell you what it made me feel like. Those posts, people just flock, and they're always geared towards making you a better business. It's not like, I hate customers. They're the worst. There's no comments like that. And we don't even field them. There's just no comments that exist like
I think everyone's like, I got to get my money's worth out of this.
Absolutely. And it's the hive mind. The problem with being a single baker, a bakery business that starts from your home, it's very lonely and isolating. And you feel in that moment where a customer's unhappy with something you do, you feel very picked out, very alone, very
a customer comment can ruin your day, and there's no one to get any validation from or any reprieve from these. Oh, I made this huge mistake.
Absolutely.
You know, am I a bad person?
Yeah, and what the Cookie College Facebook group, the number one utilized source of the college is this Facebook group. It's the ability to have coworkers. And you're like, coworkers that are my competitors? No. If for some odd reason, when you enter the college, that competition just melts off.
Here's what I say. Because, okay, people be like, oh, I want to teach this cookie class. I forgot to order the cutters. And someone's like, is there anybody? And they're like, I live down the street from you. You can just borrow it from me.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting. One thing that I've noticed having admin, not a public group, a large private group, and then a small private group. In large private groups, there's a lot of opinions. And there's a lot of people who are no longer baking, but really like to have an opinion.
Absolutely.
Nobody who isn't baking is signing up for the Cookie College.
Yes.
Why? Because you're not generating what you just want to hear my sweet voice talk to you. So everyone in the college is actively in business.
Yeah.
So when you ask a question, you're not getting somebody who's like, I never do that. Would you get in a poke? Right now, as they say, look at this person's attitude, and you click to their profile. I haven't baked in a year.
Yes.
I haven't baked in 5 years. Like, why are you here making somebody feel bad about themselves when you yourself are not putting it in practice? In this group where people have to put their money where their mouth is, they're like, let's strategize this because this will happen to me. This has happened to me, or this is going to happen to me.
Absolutely.
One day.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of that different energy because nobody's just taking a giant poop on a thread and walking away.
There's not.
And I see you guys doing the main group. And that's what people are like, I don't feel embarrassed for making a mistake.
I'm going to be honest. I love sugar cookie marketing. I love baking with sugar cookie marketing, but I will ask all my questions in the cookie.
When Corrie truly has a struggle, she could be like, hey, Cookie College members, I can't get this.
Hey, Cookie College members, my pops are falling off the sticks. What do? Versus sometimes in those larger groups, and there's a lot of larger groups out there, people can say a comment that's not helpful. Like, my icing never does that. Well, good for you. My icing is. So in the Cookie College group, you can ask those whether you feel dumb, whether you're like, is this a weird question to ask?
Because it's such a petite group. You can ask baking questions and you can ask marketing questions, sales questions. We even have a sales thread. So if you're like, well, I'm a shop, I don't want to violate the no sales rules. Once a month in the Cookie College, you can pitch your wares.
Absolutely.
So the kits are slept on. Thank you.
Yeah, the digital download kits are slept on. Now, the next one I want to go to is if you signed up for 30 days. So let's say you signed up for $64 on Black Friday. Okay. What are the easiest courses to take? So little bite-sized courses. I already have mine.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, mine is the easiest course to take is how to get a custom domain. Okay, you're not ready for a website, and I don't want you to take that.
Did you say this was an easy course?
No, custom domain to get a custom email signature.
It's not an easy course.
It's not easy.
It's not easy, but it's not the one, let me just do this in an hour.
Listen, best bang for the buck.
Bang for the buck course, yes. I'll let you reassign it. I'll give you one ticket to reassign.
Bang for the buck.
Okay, I'm going to say bang for the buck course.
Are we now bang for the buck and not?
Yeah, we'll go back to it because foul on the play for saying that.
Best bang for the buck courses.
I was saying, getting a custom domain name is not hard. It's just not the easiest thing I've ever done in my life.
Okay.
I'm just, gosh.
Move on.
I'm going to say photo organization 101. Bang for the buck.
Bang for the buck. I'm going through my cell phone.
Corey's doing it, guys.
Photos. And I said, at the end of this, and I'm going to tell you, it's not the easiest course to take because there's time into it. It's not a hard idea.
I'm sorry. It's mentally taxing.
It's mentally taxing. In my phone is just about a photo for every set I've ever done because I send them to clients, right? At the end of this, every photo I have on my phone will be in a folder, a easy access folder. Searchable. Baby shower will be in if you have a baby shower set. So when I go to a comment in a group,
know exactly you were going to say that because we have so many people in this area. And I see a lot of complaints. Everyone's always tagged that doesn't tag me. Every other baker in the world. So you got to tag yourself. Okay, that's part of the hustle. How fast can you
access something that is hyper niche?
Yeah.
So I had an order for K-pop specifically.
No, not K-pop. K-pop. Korean bands, pop.
Which is very trendy right now. And hyphen. That's the
Corey learned a bunch of new words.
Yeah, I did. So if I can access, if someone is looking for a K-pop set, how fast can I access that photo and throw my hat in the ring?
Because here's what she's competing against. And you can see it in bakers. I appreciate the hustle. Like, oh, somebody said, here's a set I just did. But they were asking for a Wonderland
Winter Wonderland
theme,
baby girl
and you
shower
did
theme.
Bear in the summer.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. You demonstrated something, but which one's going to perform better? Somebody that gets as close to that set as possible. And what you're going to be able to do with that is a photo organization 101. Here's my big thing. And I find myself, this is the type of course buyer I am.
Yeah.
I know what I need to do. I would rather purchase somebody else's system and implement a system that's been proven to work by them.
Yeah.
And then implement it myself rather than reinventing the wheel.
Trying to invent a system, hard.
My systems are tried and true tested.
Yeah.
And the fact that I can get Corey to adapt some of them.
Listen, kicking and screaming. I was the one person who didn't want to do anything that Heather said, mostly because she's my twin.
Yep.
But then step by little baby step, Heather said,
so funny.
you are.
I started telling Corey, if it's not a calendar invite, I'm not going. So if you schedule a client meeting and you're the only one on the calendar invite that you defaulted to 8 a.m. when it's at 2 p.m., you'll be going by yourself.
Yeah. Yes.
So now she's kind of adapted to it, which I'm impressed with because it is hard to put a system in place. The biggest hard part is to go back in time and rework.
Oh, absolutely.
But when you do it.
Okay, best bang for the buck course that I like myself.
Okay.
And I've taken it on this year is Inbox Zero.
You have taken on the Inbox Zero course? It's a big bowl.
Okay. I haven't done it in my personal email, but I have done it in my Mixing Bowl Cookie Company email. In my Mixing Bowl, I go through it every day. So it's always at Inbox Zero. Here's the thing. The emails that are starred, I have to do those. They either need an email to them or they need the order actually completed. If I have finished an order with the person, archived, gone.
Love archive because it's not a delete.
Promotion folders and social, go through them, cleared.
Asterisk. I open up a Gmail account on my phone.
Yeah.
Go to promotions and it says, and this is horrifying, why don't we not do them chronologically? What if we did most relevant? I said disable, but that's what's coming.
Yeah.
The email, the last frontier of chronological is getting eaten up by relevancy.
Crazy. Okay, but I'm going to say if you are being like, where was that client's communication? Where was that email? What was the last thing they sent? They changed something and I can't remember what it was.
That Freddie feeling, which I'm there too.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm pretty good at organization, but that feeling when I'm like, I've forgotten something. Yeah. It's going to keep me up tonight. Yeah. I hate that feeling.
What's so funny, because I'm so aggressive with my inbox zero, if a customer sends me an email outside the original chain, I'll be like, hey, I'm actually going to re-say this in the chain we started over there.
Love it.
Because I'm getting ready to abandon this email because he's off by himself. And my inbox zero doesn't support emails off by themselves. And what it's done is made me more efficient. My customer service is better because everything is together. I don't lose anything. The last thing you want to do is, and this before my inbox zero, this was me.
Okay.
I would say yes to an order.
Okay.
And then it would be like 2 days before the order was due. And I'm like, I realized I never asked for their child's name. And they want it on a cookie. So now
now I have to be like, hey, I clearly am not putting you at the forefront of my priority. I'm about to pipe you.
What was that color you wanted again? So what we want is to have everything organized. So in my initial email, because Heather, standard operating procedures, in my initial email, they fill out the form. My form has a lot of information collected in my initial form.
Also a class in the Cookie College.
Also, we'll get to that one. That was the best fit. In my first email is always the same kind of setup. Hey, so-and-so, I see you're looking for 24 custom cookies due on blah. What that's doing.
Reiterate so we're on the same page.
Yeah. But it's also starting my email chain. So if when they send 52 emails back on designs, that first email tells me what's due. So I'm not being like, I only baked you a dozen. You asked for 2 dozen. I'm so sorry. Because customer service starts with organization. It really just does.
Business starts with organization. Okay, I'm going to tell you one for the bang for the buck you were sleeping on.
Sure.
How to set up a bamboo A1
Oh
mini 3D
my
printer.
goodness, I was printing right left yesterday.
I got the notification. I like having that little ping that you finished a print.
That you are knowing what I'm doing.
Okay, she got it again. Oh, she got it again. I can see what she's printing. So back in June, I have had a couple 3D printers. I was talking to somebody yesterday in the cookie group, and she was like, I had an Ender 3 and I bought a Bamboo A1 Mini. And she's like, people don't understand.
Did you?
No, I never got Prusa.
Oh, you never got
more expensive.
Okay.
Ender was $150.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare, not self-leveling, so I had to level it every time. Spaghetti prints constantly. And then now they've come out with these bamboos, which is just ridiculous. And I told that lady, I was like, everyone should be forced to get the Ender so they understand how the bamboo is so easy.
How much is the Bamboo A1 Mini?
Right now it's on sale for $200. It should be $250.
Oh, so $50 savings.
Yeah.
Okay, so Heather actually bought a whole course in the college is how to set up a specific Bamboo A1 mini printer.
I actually have a Carbon. I bought that a couple years ago. It's the big boy. I'm not even barely.
Honestly, my cookie room's so small that would be overwhelming for me.
Right. So then they didn't. That was their only printer.
Yes.
That and it was only printer at the time.
It's a big dude. It's tall.
It's a big guy, but wow. I said, wow, the technology is great. And then over the past 5 years, I think I got it 3 years ago.
I'm sure.
In the past 3 years, they've come out with these smaller models until they've gotten this really petite model that we got for Corrie.
Here's my thing. As a baker who has very limited time during the day and I'm baking in the evenings, I don't want a big printer. I'm not trying to print dragons. I'm not trying to print giant things. I'm just trying to print a cookie cutter I need for an order. And that is what that Bamboo A1 Mini does. I want to tell you, my life has been changed.
Corrie, guys, listen, I bought this gosh darn thing back in June, maybe even May.
Yeah.
And I assembled it. It took 15 minutes. It's so simple.
If you are unlike most people, I'm a visual learner. So Heather taking it out of the box and showing you step 1, step 2, and you're literally just listening. You could listen to the course while you decorate cookies.
And you're going to be like, that was super simple.
Yeah.
And then we take you through designing one. I actually designed it in Cookie Design Lab. And then we purchased an STL, which I provided you in the course, so you didn't even have to purchase it. And then I think we designed one in Fusion, which was ridiculous. But I wanted to give you the 3 options. So okay. It was May, June, July, August, September, October. Finally in November. Oh, I'm sorry. October 31st, Halloween. Corrie, I was saying, like, you're ridiculous for having this printer.
I know.
She's had the printer all the summer. She's never turned it on.
I know.
So we go there, set it up, just connect it to Wi-Fi, which I walk you through in the course.
I want to say, even Heather setting it up was very fast. The whole thing was fast.
Here's what people are like, well, I don't have a twin that's my slave. Right. No, but I'm the slave twin telling you how to do this yourself.
I know.
I'm
So you have access to my slave twin.
Now, Corrie, she hasn't faced she hasn't had frustration yet.
Oh, I've not had.
It'll creep up.
Yeah, sure.
Don't you worry about it.
Sure.
But she's running, I don't know, 3 times a day.
Listen, if I can, I want to tell you, if you are a baker.
I had an argument with you in my head last night.
What?
Because I was like, you had made me make so many custom ones because you wanted it, but you're not making custom ones. I know you're not. So you're buying close enoughs, but you could have done close enoughs all the time.
Okay,
you're making me make custom ones.
Got it. I didn't know STLs. I had never looked at STL files because I didn't have the ability to print them. There's so many shops now that sell STL files.
Because everyone got these little printers.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to tell you, if you are a baker and you're like, well, Corrie, I don't have a ton of orders coming in, but I do want to sign up for the college. The way that I was able to move I went from Fairfax to Prince William County. It's a county over. The reason why I was able to get clients was because I was able to take last minute orders.
Uh-huh.
So last minute orders, you don't have 2 weeks to get shipping from your favorite Etsy cookie cutter shop. What you can do though is use plaques. I got it.
Look at you, just a poster child for 3D
more custom shapes get you better orders. Yeah. They look better in photos. They get you better orders because people want custom.
I want to say though, you did pretty good with my birthday plaque, Corrie. Okay, I'm sorry guys. A little addendum. So we meet on Fridays with her kid to go to Olive Garden. It's a tradition now. For some reason, I got an invite and I've not stopped going. So Corrie texts me. She's like, "Let's meet at 12:30" because her kid hadn't have school.
Yeah.
So I said, "Okay." I was running a little behind and then there was traffic. And then Corey's like, where are you? And I was like, I'm coming. I'm trying to get a great parking spot. Then I come in and it's a surprise pasta party.
A pasta party. Okay, our birthday is this Saturday. So I said Archer didn't have school, so I could actually go early to the Olive Garden and set up. And I didn't want to go at their busy time because I'd be sitting at a table and like taking up like precious like tip money. So I said if I go early when it just opens, I can go there, set up my pasta party.
What's so wild, I didn't realize this, but we've been doing this cookie thing for almost 6 years. I've never gotten a set of, I've never gotten my own dozen.
Heather has gotten hand-me-downs or she has purchased them for loves of her life.
My mistake.
But I've never actually made Heather her own dozen.
It was all these which I got to say, the creativity was there. Obviously, I didn't place orders. She had full creative.
And you're like, why didn't you custom print? Heather has access to my printer. She can see what I print. So I said,
there's another thing about the Bamboo. It has an app, so I can control it remotely, and I can see what Corey's doing.
Yeah. So I didn't want to like give her any. Not that she would have an idea that the pasta was meant for her. So I said, let me just use these plaques, and then I can make them custom in that way. But I want to tell you, if you're trying to get clients, custom shapes get you better clients. It's just, that's what they want. I love plaques, but if you have a Pooh Bear set and it's got Pooh Bear shaped ears on there, you will get more sales because of it. And that is what an A1 minty fritter can do.
Corey's a massive fan. And this girl has dug in her heels about learning this technology.
I hate learning new things.
I tell you exactly how I learned this technology. I'll walk you through it. People say, wow. And I think if you wanted to buy a Bamboo, which if you paid attention to the Facebook group on Sunday, we announced the big door prizes for the Vendy Blendy, and happens to be 10 Bamboo A1 mini printers and 5 Bosch mixers. But if you were like, if I won one of those, this is right there for you.
This would be right there. And I want to say, guys, I hate learning new things, but I thought after seeing what the little A1 can do and be able to utilize it myself, I said, that's a great door prize. I know we did Bosch's, like all Bosch's last year.
Which was a great door prize.
Great door prize. But this is different, man.
People said they preferred more chances to win.
I think more chances to win, but these little printers, guys, I want to tell you, I hate learning new things.
She hates it.
But this has been... I have printed 3 cutters.
Look at your face glowing.
Peaches and Dreams or Peaches and Creams, whatever that STL shop is that people talk about.
Anybody. I'm going to go one last
It's 50% off right now.
I know.
So I was able to print 3 for under $5. Those cutters would have been $15 for me to buy.
So what we're talking about, again, the Cookie College isn't about like just teaching classes. It's about increasing margins, and you can do it through printing cutters, saving time cost, using the Freebie Photos.
Having a turnaround for a client that's custom will get you more leads. And that's how I was able to build my business, was I took a lot of last minute orders.
I like to listen to podcasts about optimization and do it myself.
Yeah.
So a guy had said, instead of looking at one thing to increase production or output by 30%, what if you took 30 things and increased them by 1%? It's a marginal change and it's not upheaval a massive structure change, but rather if I can make my emails be a little bit more organized, and if I can make my cookie class sell one extra ticket, and if I can make my printer print at home these cutters, you bought back up. If I told you I can make you make 30% more, would you not absolutely sign up? But I can make you make 30% more by small 1% changes 30 times.
If you are like, I really want my bakery to be a thing, you've got to optimize when it's just you. Because when you are fully optimized and it's just you and you bring on the next client, that next employee, you're so optimized that that employee is paying for themselves by the output.
You know what I'm saying? You might have been like, well, I'm not hiring anybody. Virtual assistant. I'm big into the VA space, especially those tasks I really just find myself like mentally eye-watering. I'll hire a VA to do it. And now because it's super optimized, I can be like, hey, I'm going to onboard you here. This is what you're going to find. I use Google Drive extensively. You're going to find this in the Google Drive document. Here's what we're going to have you do with this. Things like that. It's all there. So, okay, what did you want to do? Easy courses?
Yeah, you have to go through the easy courses because apparently I don't know what that stands for.
I'm going to say an easy course. I actually got to record one this week, and Corey's been on my butt about it. Picture in a picture. It'll be super easy. And then I was gonna record too. Hold me to this. If it's not posted by next Monday, I owe you $100.
Done.
Shoot. I'll do it because they're short. Picture in a picture. When I do the Facebook Lives for the Vendy Blendy, you can see that my little face is in there, but I'm still sharing my screen. Facebook doesn't allow you to share a camera and then switch to a screen. So how am I able to do both? And I'll tell you how to do that. That'll be super easy. It actually is free. Slide a hand trick there.
Nice.
And the other one is QR codes in Canva. It's actually super easy to do, but sometimes it's lost on people, like the complexity of it. When it's not complex at all, you just got to have a little bit of foundational knowledge, and then it makes it super easy.
QR codes since COVID have made a comeback. Now people aren't so scared of them anymore. They're not this ambiguous thing because we all had to scan our menus as QR codes because you couldn't.
We can single-handedly thank COVID for walking QR codes off the brink. I was looking for them to exit, and I was excited about it. But what you can do with QR codes is your it's those black and white squares. Though that is a visual representation of a URL.
Yeah.
So your camera can take that and translate it back into the URL, and that's why you can quickly go to websites.
Yeah, a QR code is great for, hey, customer, I've put this sticker. It's a QR code. It'll take you to my review profile on Google. If you wouldn't mind saying to a customer that comes in to pick up an order and say, hey, do you mind leaving me a review on Google? In that, you've increased the clicks. Now they have to search for you, find you. If I say, hey, here's your box, you'll see on this corner is this little QR code. If you are happy with the service you got today, I would love to get a review from you. And all they have to do is scan in and go. Your review profile turn a conversion rate, how many people you turn from non-reviewers into reviewers, just went up by 50%.
Yeah, it's really good to shorten the funnel and everything, increases the likelihood of it happening.
With mine, I have Heather put, because she's my internet slave, my business partner.
Which they're getting from the podcast.
A lot of times when customers order cookies for schools, I want them to be able to know the ingredients list. And it used to be printing it out, but I'm like, is this getting it to school? A QR code to my ingredients list on my website makes it easy for the teacher, easy for parents, and it makes my customer look good. And that's my end goal. Can I make them look good? Because they'll come back to me when they look good.
So on Corey's Shopify website, which there's also a course on, you could set up a QR code to send people through a quick scan directly to the information you want them to use.
That's my next one, how to look better than your competition courses. But do you have another easy bang for the buck one? Not bang for the buck, easy to take.
Easy to take.
That's just,
okay. This sounds complex, but if you already have a custom domain through Gmail, setting up an alias is 3 clicks. So
tell me what would behoove me to set up an alias.
I'll tell you. My email right now is heather@sugarcookiemarketing.com. Well, I'm using that for absolutely everything, right? But what if I want to, on my website, not have that one published? Because that's my heavy hitter. I can't have that one so bogged down, but I also don't want to spend money on buying another account. So each Google Workspace account is $6 to $7, depending on what plan. It could go
and that's a month, just so you know.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm telling you how to save $6 here. Like, that's my thing, is to save you a little bit of money everywhere. Let's say I want to do hello@Sugar Cookie Marketing, but I don't want to have a second inbox.
Yeah.
I'd create an alias, which means Heather now accepts 2 different 2 emails. So you can email Heather and I get it. And then you could also email hello and I still get it.
Yeah.
To the same inbox. So I saved $6, but I've increased my email accounts.
So if you were wondering how you could translate it to your bakery, a lot of people come and ask for donations. So you could be like donations@mixingbowlcookiecompany.com. What it does in my inbox is also segregated as well. Mm-hmm. So I can be like, okay, I need to get back to the customer, the person who's asking for free cookies, I don't need to get back to right now.
Right.
But instead of having everyone who ever wanted free cookies go to hello@mixingbowl, and I'm like, who are you? Oh, you're not a real client. You're asking for free stuff. We segregate it. It makes you look more professional too.
Right. I can do within the inbox where I've created the alias, I can save the from email. I can now alternate between the 2 aliases.
Yeah.
Interesting thing, like a great example of actually using an alias is Heather at Sugar Cookie Marketing, but I want the vendors to email Vendy at Sugar Cookie Marketing. And then I have, using a different class, the Gmail labels, funnel those into a different place.
Yes.
That way at a quick click.
Yeah,
That was going to get me.
Like it.
A quick click of a button, I can easily access everything there.
If you're teaching cookie classes and under the same umbrella,
I would do classes at Mixing Bowl Cookie Companies.
So because your customers are different, your custom order clients aren't always your cookie class clients, but we don't necessarily want to have to man 2 email inboxes.
So you get the front end, the brandability, the professionalism, and then the back end, I can actually use those 2 different aliases to have the emails do different things.
Yeah. Nice.
What I can do is if an email comes to this alias, have it auto respond with this.
Yeah.
Right.
So they could have an auto respond. I have auto responders in my inbox. Because I need people to fill out the forms. And I want to tell you, the form course in the Cookie College, fantastic. My form is how I stay organized. I love job form. I love that it's so customizable. It can get all the information I need from an order. And it really cuts down the customer conversation. You have to think, if my order form isn't collecting the information, I have a ton of back and forth with the client, and time is money. So having the back and forth, like, do you want a name on it? What name? Blah, 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 colors. Having that is, I'm getting lost in the sauce. If my form can do the heavy lifting, I got to do less back and forth. So my client interaction, less, time less, customer retention higher, because they're not going to be like, wow, this was a process to order these custom cookies.
When you're emailing a company, you're like, I can feel this is not going to go the way I want. That would be the company I sent my card to that one year.
Yeah.
That I complained about. I was like, wow, how they're replying to these emails is not a good sign.
It wanes the credibility of
by the end, I was like, this is just a cluster and this isn't good. And it didn't. And I've only unrecommended them for years.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, just being able to appear better to your clients.
Yeah. And you can do that and save a little money. Yeah. And yes, when you grow, you can actually set up. This year, I actually did set up a second account, Vendy Blendy.
But I want to say, how long has the Vendy Blendy been going? This is its 5th year. Yeah. For 4 years.
No, I'm so sorry. The first year I did it wrong. The second year I came with the alias. Yes. 3rd year, 4th year.
I'm saying, so what you're learning from Heather is her mistakes and how she's rectified them. And you learn the rectifying part so you don't have to make the same mistakes.
If you guys, and that's what I kind of like about the college is, okay, you say, okay, I want a form. I want a job form. You set up a job form. Well, another course tells you how to take job form and shove it into a Google spreadsheet using a Zapier. A webhook. So then I could say when a form is submitted, which is how I run the Vendy Blendy. Yeah. When somebody signs up to be a vendor, have it port over to this Google Sheet. Using this Google Sheet, have it port over to these other sheets that I need to share with different parties and have it. And I have a course on Google Drive and how I organize it.
It's streamlining your business will make you more successful. If it's just you working in your business, you can't be everywhere at all times. So utilizing these things that are out there, that someone smarter than us all has put together,
geniuses,
is going to make you look so much more professional. And I'm going to move over.
Okay.
The courses you take to look better than your competitors. In the Cookie College, no one's a competitor. We're all friends. But you got some competitors out there.
Well, I'm going to go back and have to say the photography course.
Oh, for sure. 1,000%. But I also want to say, a lot of home bakers still take their orders via DM on Facebook.
Listen. That's a risky click. Cloudflare went down today. Yeah. It took out half the internet.
And people are like, nothing's getting to my...
Imagine Cloudflare went down today.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm tripping over my words.
You're okay.
But I'm getting them out.
You just got to take a caffeine pill.
Yeah. Cloudflare went down today. If you had a pickup, let's say you had a pre-sale, a class.
Yes.
Let's say you had done that. Sometimes Facebook goes down with these. It must not be using Cloud, whatever. So let's say you can't access those people anymore. What are your backup options? And did you build those backup options in?
I know. In the college, Heather there's 2 courses on forms. There's a Google form that is free. It's free if you have a Google account. Heather walks you through that. And then there's a job form. A job form, let's say you sign up for the college and you're like, I don't have that much money coming in, so I can't afford a website right now. The Google form, free. The job form, a little bit more customizable, can take payment options.
Can also be free if you're under 10 submissions.
Free under 10, which is fantastic, okay? I want to tell you, those make you look more professional than taking orders via DM on Facebook.
I can't handle placing orders through DM myself. I'm not that type of girly. I hate the scrolling.
I'm going to tell you also, it feels more fly by night. I'm not dogging on anybody taking DMs. That's a great way to start. We all started there. It's just, that seems just a tinge bit less professional than the person next to you using a form.
When your industry is crowded, the way to compete is by standing out.
I'm going to tell you, I live in one of the most cookier populated areas in the nation. There is a ton of us, but I feel confident when I offer my services to my clients because I look professional.
Another one, this is kind of an abstract one. You scheduling posts. I think I walked through a couple different ones, but Facebook Planner is kind of the big one there. It's free. And again, I'm trying to save money. Being able to post while your competition's too bogged down to get around. Yeah. You always see people like, sorry, I haven't been around for a while.
Especially in December, man. December.
Makes sense. Makes sense. You're busy. You don't need the leads. However, if we want to stand out just a shade above, having activity on social profiles, I'm the person who says, if I'm about to order from this company, let me make sure they're active on social.
1,000%. I tell people, Facebook is I'm interviewing you. Google is I'm searching for someone I don't know about. So Facebook, if I'm like, someone recommended the Mixing Bowl Cookie Company in a comment on Facebook, and I'm going to click to there. I need Mixing Bowl. I need Corrie. I need Corrie's hands to turn me into a buyer. If Mixing Bowl hasn't been posted to since mid-April and we're in December, it feels like she's not taking orders.
Well, I'm going to tell you, the vendors we invited back this year, we didn't invite back people that weren't active because I'm like, I'm putting my name next to your shop. You're not active. Now I'm telling people to buy from you. What if you shut down and take their money? That makes me look bad. So I'm not going to risk it because you clearly didn't have time to. Yeah. So I can't do that. So it's not a good fit.
Facebook a few years ago wasn't as utilized as it is now. Yeah. If I'm going to say maybe the younger generation isn't using it, our generation and up uses it as a way to actually vet a business. So if you're not on there, if you're not utilizing, I don't care if it's not your number one lead source. I don't care. That is where people go to vet you. Facebook does not have a good search. So I can't type in sugar cookies near me. It'll just pull up any sugar cookie baker in the world. What people do is they're recommended by either a friend, a family, a coworker, a past client. They go to Facebook. That's where they see your photography.
Because they'll at you. Somebody will recommend you as an at, and then they'll click to your page, and that's where that first impression is. When it's Christmas and you still have bunnies from Easter as your cover photo.
Absolutely.
It's the impression is like, they're not active here.
The courses that your Facebook page needs is a photography course, the copy course,
scheduling course,
how to take an order course, whether that be job form or whatever. The Facebook page is a fantastic way, even if you don't invest a ton of time, even if you post twice a month.
Well, the Cookie College gets another membership called the Baker's Business Basics. Corey always makes fun of it.
The Better Business Bureau.
The Better Business Bureau, Baker's Business Basics. In that course, it's just 13 foundational things that you need to have in order for all this other stuff to work. Yeah. So if you're like, well, I don't even have a Facebook page, well, I'll tell you how to set it up, and then I'll tell you how to set up a business Instagram, and then we'll connect the two. Yeah. And then now we can use Planner to post to both. And that's what I do in those basics courses. That would make the Cookie College make more sense. Now, the Baker's Business Basic courses will be discounted, but you also get them in that steeper discount when you sign up for the Cookie College.
Listen, if you are a hobbyer turning into a business baker,
which you would be if you're listening to this,
you would be, that hobby, the Better Business Bureau courses can get you the right foundation. I almost can't even
leave them alone.
Can get you the right foundation that when you are now in the college, so you took those easy They're very easy, 13 foundational courses. And now you're like, okay, I'm in the college. I got the Facebook page. Let me take the photography course now. And I think there is a little bit of a photography course in there. Yeah, a little easy
phone
one.
photography.
An easy stepping stone to get you more sales, to get you to the college, to pay for it.
Yeah. To break down the sales one more time. This is on Black Friday. You'll have 24 hours to sign up for these. And these are the discounts. The Cookie College will be the only one with the yearly option to make it real clean. And that way it's not so confusing. And it'll be either $64 a month, which saves you $12 over what it'll be the next day.
Yeah.
Or it is $576 a year, which the next day it would go up to $760.
Yeah.
That $576 a year saves you, it brings that monthly cost down to $48.
Yes.
So it's a great option right there. The Cookie Class kits will be on sale. This is different. We typically don't run the sale on the Cookie Class kits in the Vendy Blendy, so we decided to add it this time to sweeten the deal. It will be 30% off to $44 a month. Again, those class kits are included in the Cookie College, along with the 2023 and 2024 class kits. The Cookie Class kits only gets the active year.
They only get 2025.
Yeah.
If you're in the college, you get 3 full year of class kits. That's 3 Christmases, 3 Thanksgivings, 3 Halloweens.
And then in 2024, we did secondary holidays.
Yeah.
You get those. And then in 2023, we did primary holidays. Then we went back to primary holidays.
Yeah, so you get 2 primes, 1 secondary. So what you're like, primary or secondary in February is both the Super Bowl
and
Valentine's Day. So sometimes people were like, well, I think I could do the kits. I could sell kits for
the Super Bowl.
And I also want to say in the college, Heather made me mid-2024 start taking DIY kit photos.
Oh, yeah.
So those are included.
I said,
in
you're
the
already
college.
there. Just take a picture.
And in the college also, to accompany the class kits, is these Cookie Class playlist. So you're like, I'm going to a venue or I'm not tech savvy. These playlists are each step of the PowerPoint
page PDFs
that you can just print out. And that's what me and Heather did.
And compliments to Julia. She actually does those for us. She's an angel. She keeps trying to quit cookies and it keeps bringing her back in.
She's making hand over the
She
fist.
said, she's getting, I think she's getting her PhD.
Yeah, she is.
And she was like, man, I'm trying to cut this out, but I can't. The money's too good. So the Cookie College, again, it'll be $64 a month, or you get the option for those 3 months additional if you sign up for the year. The Cookie Class kits will be $44 a month. That's down from what it typically is, $63. So you actually save $19 a month by just signing up on Black Friday.
And the class kits right now, everything for 2025 has been released. So
Right,
you
so
get the whole thing.
The interesting thing about the class kits, if you sign up in January, you get 1 class. If you sign up in February, you start 2 classes.
The benefit being you're first to market with a class that nobody has.
So you'd be like, why would everyone not just wait to December? Because they want to teach a Valentine's Day class in February. Yes. The Baker's Business Basics, it's actually a discount we never run before. It'll be 60% off. We wanted to beat last year's offering, so it'll be $14.40. But the unique thing about that one, because it's the basics that set you up for the Cookie College, the discount code in that one, because it always has a coupon to get the Cookie College at its grandfathered rate, but you'll be able for one day to get it at its Black Friday rate of 64. Meaning if you're like, well, I'm not ready for 64 yet, but I don't want to miss out on this, snag the Baker's Business Basics, get that last module. It'll have that discount code. And then whenever throughout the year you want to upgrade, you can get that. The digital downloads, Corrie let me discount it to 60%. We've never run this sale before, so it'll be $4 a month. That's down from $10. So you save $6 a month and you get these neat little kits.
And we started the kits in the last half of the year. She said after we went to the beach in June, but there's still stuff from the beginning of the year.
We actually launched these in 2021. So the digital downloads,
it's been around for a long time.
It's gone through a couple iterations. The other stuff is still solid, especially the stuff we've done for the last 2 years. But I really am happy with the digital kits. And then the $2 transfer club is 50% off for $1. We have I think we're at 240 transfers. So for $1, it takes it down to 0.004 cents.
Insane.
So if you're like, I really like some diverse and many digital downloads, it is our loss leader. I just like doing them.
Yeah.
And then uniquely what we're adding here, remember, if you get the Cookie College, you get all the class kits, right? For that $64 or that $48 a month.
So that's 2023, 2024, and 2025 is available in the college.
Now, the Cookie Class kits only has 2025. So if you wanted to purchase one time, not recurring, again, those are all memberships, cancel anytime. But if you just wanted a one-time payment for the 2023 class kits or the 2024 class kits, we'll do that bundled for $44.
So you get the $44 for 2023 and $44 for 2024.
Yeah, two separate 44s.
So that's $88 for 2023 and 2024, or the college for $64.
And you might be saying, girls, are you popcorning me? Yeah, it's just a better bet to do the Cookie College. And then you also get that private group, which actually keeps you sticking around. That's why the point is there.
Mm-hmm.
So those are our 2025 Vendy Blendy Cookie College offerings. Now, just to recap the Vendy Blendy, I actually had 2 vendors trying to sign up right now.
No way. Shall discuss after.
Okay. There's a couple of people I need to hit up. I need to lock it down and then just finalize it. The Vendy Blendy is 10 or 9 days away. Corey and I will have to argue when it is counting down. It is next Friday. So you're listening to this on Tuesday. A Friday passes. Next Friday is the Vendy Blendy. It's the day after Thanksgiving. It's a 24-hour long baker sale.
Yeah.
If the Vendy Blendy teaches us one thing every year as a reminder, it's that doesn't matter how many times you say it, your posts are not reaching your audience. That's why we reiterate it so many times. And on that day, people will be like, what is the Vendy Blendy? I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
I'm happy to tell you. So this year we have locked and loaded 63 Vendys. Most of them are offering really great deals. Almost all of them are offering door prizes. I made a post about it. Our door prizes.
Every single one of them is 25% off or more, minus Eugene Doe Cheaters. But
he's giving away one. So we allow him
and he's
to do
10% off. So
we also have some hype prizes, I've called them this year. So our total door prizes, now that everything's kind of fun, I'm actually waiting on 5 vendors to give me the valuation. So that's not even calculated here because I got to always be honest. The valuation of the door prizes on Black Friday only is $17,659.66. And I'm missing 5.
That's literally insane.
Right. So the thing is, and why I'm so stoked for the door prizes, they're doing this out of the kindness of their hearts. But they cannot require you to make a purchase. So if you say, I'm not spending any money on Black Friday because I don't want to sign up for the Cookie College and I want to be a dummy, you can still have a chance to really enter in all these door prizes and take home $17,659 if you're very lucky.
The door prizes from vendors, the vendors' door prizes, no purchase necessary. The thing is, they don't always ship to everywhere. So that thing's known. The big door prizes, though, it's either going to ship to you or cash equivalent. So that's open to every party.
Yeah. So the big door prizes, if you guys listened, it is 10 bamboo A1 mini printers. You heard Corey's love letter to that.
Listen.
It's such a great price.
Yeah.
Okay. Because they were cheaper, we were able to do more.
Yeah.
And then it's 5 Bosch Universal Plus mixers in white.
Yes.
Great.
Which I love my Bosch. My Bosch girly.
Right. Now, we actually have Vendys, and Corey and I have purchased these ourselves. For everyone knowing, the only reason the Vendy Blendy exists is because the Cookie College is paying us to be able to fund it.
Absolutely.
So thank the people in the Cookie College. Their money goes to put this thing on. Without them, no Vendy Blendy.
Because you're like, wow, no, this is a loss, some money loss.
Oh, yeah. It's cost us a lot to put on. But we make it back because we're a Vendy ourselves. But this is so fun.
So fun.
Corey and I love this thing. So we have $1,000 in Kaleida Cuts gift cards, each live. I've been teaching and I have one on Thursday. It's my final Q&A with you guys. We've been giving away a $40 AmeriColor student set. Bosch has donated a mixer, which I got to give away tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then we have Lolly Bee, Sweet Pink Olive, One Smart Cookies and Crafts. They've shown up to
Cookie Cutter by Nori.
They've shown up to add additional prizes.
Insanity.
So that is totaling, and I actually got to add another 100 here. So it's $2,170
just to get you in there.
Yeah, that doesn't count some other stuff that we've been doing. So this is massive money movement here. It's a fun thing. It pays out because you guys shop the vendors, so everybody wins.
Yeah.
But what a blast. So that will be in 9 or 10 days.
I cannot believe.
Vendy Blendy season.
Believe it.
And it'll open at midnight. Again, all the times, and I hate time zones, are in Eastern Standard. That's where we live. So that's what everyone operates off of. Each vendor in the Black Friday Vendy Blendy Facebook group. It all exists in this Facebook group. If you're not pending, if you're in the Sugar Cookie Marketing Group and you're not pending for a group called the Vendy Blendy, you're not in the right spot.
Yeah. You're going to search. I just want to say it's the Vendy Blendy parentheses Sugar Cookie Marketing. So when you search it, it's going to have those words in there. So if it's not populating, make sure you type in the Vendy Blendy parentheses Sugar Cookie Marketing parentheses. That's a group. There's right now currently only 4 people in it. So you're like,
Corey,
that's no one in there.
Paige.
Yeah. So the reason why is because we're setting up that group for the vendors first. So next week or this week, you're going to see people entering. You're like, well, I didn't get they're getting all the... No, those are just the vendors. We're getting them primed, prepped, ready.
Vendors, assistants, their pages.
Yeah.
Amy, the virtual assistants. That's who I'm getting there.
Yeah. So that you're still going to be pending. You're going to be pending till midnight on the 27th. Everyone will be. Then me and Heather press this button probably 52 times to get everybody in.
When everyone enters, it's a blast. I'll actually spend the next week prepping the vendies themselves. Corrie saw I create some.
I did.
Some how 101 posts. Corrie sees me always moving across the internet.
I do.
So it is a blast. Again, 23 shops, 25% or more. Door prize is valued at almost $18,000, and it will pass $18,000 when I get those ones to confirm.
Yes.
2 vendors want to sign up, working on that, and then you got all you do is you can get this spreadsheet. Of course, is it me without a spreadsheet? A spreadsheet. If you just go right click, download, save as, you can shop the vendors on your own, or just come back throughout the day, which I'll talk about in that Q&A on Friday or Thursday. Come back throughout the day and win these these door prizes. I've actually been working on my schedule, and since you guys are listening to the podcast. Shouldn't I tell them what my schedule is for the big door prizes?
You can do it quickly,
telling you guys.
Swiftly.
Why are you bossing me around?
Because if I have to drive you to lunch, I've got to get your bun back
For my birthday, Corrie got me a detail from my cousin. He's out there detailing. I can't drive. I can't wait. I'm going to start the big door prizes at 7 and post them every 45 minutes. Since we have an odd number of door prizes, 15.
Yeah.
And a Glenn Powell towel.
Yeah. Glenn Powell towel.
He's going up. I'll be posting at 7 and they'll run all the way to 6:15 p.m. on the 45 minutes, which puts them at very odd times.
Yeah. But that's even more chances to win.
That's even more chances to win. The vendors can post their door prizes whenever. Corrie and I are giving away as our door prize the year in the Cookie College. That's valued at $760 full price.
Yeah.
A year in the Class Kids, which is valued at $630 full price. So you'll get the 12 upcoming classes. And then last year we did the Cookie Class Cutters for 2023, which was $300 valuation. We buy them from Sweet Pink Olive, and 2024 another $300.
Yeah.
So that put us almost $2,000 in door prizes ourselves. Ba-bam. Again, all this information you can find at sugarcookiemarketing.com/Vendy Blendy, including that link to the group. And if you want to preview those Cookie College sales, it's thecookiecollege.com/Vendy Blendy.
Yeah. Nice. Now, moving in to the Tell Me About It section. If you are now sold on a bamboo, because I had you just discover that it could be your next
good news from Cookie Design Lab, who sponsors this.
Yes.
They said people don't need, she's like, it's so nice that they're gifting their months to other people because they're already active. But she's like, but we can add a month at the end of when your month expires. So tell them to redeem it. We'll add a month to their membership.
So when you get your 3D printer that you either win or you buy, you want to make custom cutters. You can make the custom shapes yourself if a client sends you an invite and on that invite is a dinosaur. This happened to me.
I tell them Corrie's next move, and I can feel it in her bones, is to figure out Cookie Design Lab, which she's gifted you a membership for. You're going to love it.
I'm going to love it. So what it does is it's a way to make custom cutter files yourself.
Really fast from a web-based app.
Absolutely. So someone sends you a photo of the child's head. You can put the child's head and design it in Cookie Design Lab to make a cutter so you can print Eddie on there.
Cookie Design Lab didn't exist when I had to learn Fusion. Yeah. A lot of people use Tinkercad, and I tried it, and it's not bad, but because Cookie Design Lab is a paid, and it's got a 7-day membership you can do, it's so quick.
I'm going to say, at my level in my bakery, I don't want to learn everything else. I don't want something that has a ton of other things.
Right.
I want...
Oh, you're not going to touch Fusion at all.
Yeah, so I don't want that.
So this is buy a cookier and her husband for cookiers and their husbands. They're slave twins, I guess. Okay, we have 3 texts in. I don't know if one of these says really boring or not.
Number 2, I'm feeling good. She's come back for another week.
Number 2. This is a very good question. It is a text from 631 Pennsylvania. 631 Suffolk County, New York. Okay, Suffolk. Email me at heather@sugarcookiemarketing.com. I should actually make that one.
You should. Winner.
Podcast.
Podcast winner.
Email me at heather@sugarcookiemarketing.com with the rest of your phone number. You are the winner of the Tell Me About It segment, which gets you Cookie Design Lab for a month. The question is it important to get the blue check verification thing on Instagram for my business? And I know why you're asking that, because it's being pushed so heavily.
It is.
There's a couple reasons why you could consider it. I actually pay for it for Sugar Cookie Marketing. The the one that people seem to really like is you get a support agent. You cannot, if you have a problem with Facebook, you can't talk to somebody directly, but if you have the blue check, you can.
Yeah.
With that blue check, they now always favor you to protect you against fraud or hackers.
They do. So hacking and fraud and spam and
like
scam
impersonation
is around so much now. So a lot of times if you, and this is in the past, if you ran a giveaway on your Facebook page and used the word giveaways, robot would come and spam the account.
Hello, it's me. I'm the problem.
Yeah,
I did
would
this.
come and spam the account and comment back. They would create a Facebook page with your name and logo.
Genius scam.
Yeah, genius
And
scam.
they would tell everybody they won to message them.
And they would, just not knowing, click to that scam account and message them. And they'd be like, okay, we just need your credit card information. So having the person, you can say, hey, my account has been cloned. Can you help me take care of that? That's the great part about it.
Another visual. They say this. We just lambasted Facebook search.
We did.
They said, if someone searches on Facebook and you have the blue check, we'll move you to the top of search.
Okay.
Take that or leave it.
Okay, I want to say, this is no small investment.
I didn't think it was cheap at all. They have a couple different plans, and that's what's confusing. You can get it for Facebook, Instagram, or you can get it for your personal profile as well. So there's a bunch of different versions. When you get it for your business, you have to supply business information.
Yeah.
I think when you get it for your personal profile, you have to verify yourself through your government ID.
A nice thing to have. I'm just saying visually, if you are in a group that allows you to comment as your business page and you comment.
The blue check is a visual.
It draws your eyes.
Out. Remember we said, if you had to compete for real estate, digital real estate, that check mark would make people go to yours. Their eyes would be drawn to it more.
And it also, to your end user, granted, this checkmark thing is as of late, it's not been around for years.
You're Justin Bieber.
What it does show your clients is that you're not a fly by night. You didn't just start
verified.
This yesterday.
You had to get verified.
You're investing in your business. So it shows me as the end user, this person really cares about their business and they don't want their business to be a scam. So they probably will not scam I.
Now here's actually how an interesting limitation of having the blue check. I cannot change a profile picture very often. I can change it twice every 30 days and it has to be manually verified by somebody on Facebook's end. So I'll go, like if you guys go look now, the profile picture of the sugar cookie marketing page is orange and, celebrating the Vendy Blendy. I had to wait 3 days for that to get approved on both Facebook and Instagram when I pay for the blue check. And it said, don't do this again in 30 days. You cannot make it change back.
That you wouldn't, if you're looking for brand recognition, wouldn't necessarily need to change your
or if you want to be fun.
Some businesses, and we can talk about it in the
but that's why it adds a layer of protection.
It does.
If you buy from me, you know that I had to be this for a while.
Now I'm seeing on Instagram you can filter comments by Meta verified accounts.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
They're doing a massive push for it.
They're doing a massive push for it. Right now, it's just a visual representation, plus you get access to someone to help you. And they did say that if you invest in the check mark, they'll push your post out to more feeds. Is that true? I don't know.
Okay. Well, here's what I want to tell you guys, though. It ain't cheap.
It's not.
And for that reason, I'm actually going to say no.
Okay.
But you could try it out for a month.
I know.
Here is the business standard per account per month. So you just heard me say that we're doing it on Facebook and Instagram. There was a bundled discount, but it's $14.99 per account per month.
So you would have to think that's $30-ish.
$30. We're halfway to a Cookie College members over here.
Yeah, I know.
Just for the blue check. Because we've paid for it for a while. The only reason I'm keeping it around is because I want you guys to know that we're legitimate.
Yeah.
I would not recommend a baker do this.
I'm going to say, though, you have orders coming in, right?
Okay.
You're established.
Okay.
You live in an area that has a lot of other cookiers there. It can be the thing that makes you come to the top.
Okay. Here's what it's saying. The plan includes a business standard $14.99 a month. If you sign up today, you get 20% off. Okay. You heard it here first. You get verified badge, impersonation protection, is what they call it, enhanced support. Enhanced support might be worth it. On Facebook and Instagram, you get an enhanced profile. What does that mean?
It could be. So we've talked about this at length before or whatever. So
add images to your links, share your physical business addresses, and showcase other brands associated with Facebook pages with your Instagram accounts and your profile.
So it's a up for grabs thing. It's not cheap, But if you have consistent orders coming in, maybe extra revenue stream, maybe you signed up for the Creator Rewards program and you get paid for your views. That can be something you reinvest back in your business in a sort of way. It's a gamble. So you got to choose which one. All right. Take us to our next question. I can see you're getting lost in the sauce.
Business Max is $350 a month. And
but
if
you are a giant business.
I know. But
yeah.
Gosh darn.
That's
going to be opinion. Corey, I can see is leaning to yes, and I'm leaning to no.
But I say I don't have it. So I like the idea of it.
Okay, another one. Howdy from Texas. You mentioned you take photos at your classes for content and newsletter purposes. Do you need to include something in your terms and conditions, assuming you have one, to get attendees to consent to being in these photos, just in case someone's secretly on witness protection? LOL. Great question. And this is included in the Cookie Class Kit's Eventbrite copy. We use Eventbrite. I say in that copy, before they ever sign up, there's cameras present and we'll be taking photos. Now, that is just to check my box.
Yeah.
When I go around the room, I try to read people's faces. And if I get some people are like, I don't want my photo taken. I say, no sweat at all. Then I try to get people, hey, stand together and take a photo. Hey, guys, I'm coming around and taking a photo. They can kind of tell me.
We say, take a photo of us while we're teaching. We try to bring up it a lot often, but Heather always is reading people. If someone doesn't want to be in a photo, we are not going to take their photo.
So granted, they did sign up and they knew that I would be taking photos. If they say, oh, I don't really want to, or I don't really like it, it's fine. A lot of times I just try to read their mood. This last class we taught in person, not the private class. I kind of got a vibe somebody didn't. So I said, hey, right half of the room, take a picture, left half of the room, take a picture. So I did that to kind of, I don't know, whatever I feel like at the time.
At the end of the day, me and Heather are big proponents of taking photos for marketing. But at the end of the day, your customers' interaction with you and how they enjoy the class is way more important than getting every marketing photo out there. Once you have a class and you've taken a bunch of photos, you can reuse those. If you have a customer who really doesn't want to be in a photo, I would not stress being like, no, will you sign up, blah, blah, blah.
We have taught so many classes that I have so many photos that if I didn't take it, I don't cry. It would be cool, but it's not required. Yeah. It's just there if it's there.
Yeah. So it is on our listing. And I always behoove everyone, get in front of an issue before it's an issue. And if you just have that in your Eventbrite listing, no one's going to read it. I promise you, no one's reading anything. But to have it there so if someone
can say if there's a problem. If you sign up for the class kits, you get my Eventbrite listing. It's so long, but it's for this reason because there's some people like me who like to read. There's some people who read nothing. But I talk about my allergens there, what they'll be exposed to. I talk about parking. I talk about refunds.
During COVID, we had all of our COVID precautions that we were doing.
And then we also talk about this.
Yeah.
Photography. So I like to cover my bases. It's actually an SEO feature to have a lot of text. That's what the bots can read.
And I want to say having more text converts more people. If I go to an Eventbrite listing or a Facebook event and there's just have fun and more, I'm not going to necessarily feel comfortable giving you my $75, $85.
You may be thinking, how do I set up an Eventbrite class? I actually teach you that with the Cookie College.
It's in the Cookie College as a class.
Eventbrite has rolled out a lot of new features, and last year they got real bad from COVID, so they try to come out with new features. And you can have a schedule, which I have in ours. So if you have a fear of spaces and new people, you will feel comforted because I tell you about parking, I tell you about this, I tell you what it's so, and that's kind of how that works.
Nice.
Last one, and I like this one. I'm a week behind on the podcast, and I was not expecting to hear about Animal Crossing, albeit very briefly. The two upcoming things I'm most excited about, the 3.0 update and the Vendy Blendy. Okay, just a little backstory, and I'll read the rest of her text. Animal Crossing is the most pure-hearted game. If paying bills in real life is too hard, go pay bills as an animal to an animal.
Yeah.
Right. We've had Animal Crossing since it first came out on GameCube.
Way back when we were in...
It had the Miracle Sisters in a chokehold. That original island has never been tread upon. We would wake up in the morning. So Animal Crossing is just, you're a little person, you move into a town full of animals, and then you try to pay your bills.
But 24 hours in real life is actually 24 hours in the game.
Yeah, which is great because it's just the sun comes up when your sun comes up. You tell it the time that you're in, and it just mirrors that. And then you can do these tasks to try to make money and pay off your debt and get a bigger house.
You just live a little life on a little island that you name.
Real life stress, but with animals.
I'm going to tell you, my island right now is called Denial. The island of Denial.
Mine's called Virginia Beach. So on the island, you just kind of pay your debt, but they've come out with it. That was GameCube was when we were 14, 15?
Something like that.
We would wake up early in the morning and because we have 4 sisters and you could have 4 players, you couldn't play at the same time. You'd have to hand the controller, save your account and log in.
But we're all neighbors.
We would all call dibs on the trash can because you could go to the trash and take the trash and sell it.
And there's seashells on the seashore. You would call dibs on those.
So it would be so refreshing because the sister would be like, I called dibs.
Yeah.
And the other person, I just woke
then
up.
Then we got all our own memory cards. So we all had our own island.
And now it's on the little Nintendo Switch and it's got this new version and they came out with it in 2020.
Something like that.
Some COVID-y time.
Yeah.
We played it. It was a blast. And they were like, okay, we're not adding any more updates. This is the end.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, Animal Crossing Nintendo turns around and says, we're actually doing a massive update on January 15th.
A huge update. So not only, I want to tell you, if you just need a break from life, and I usually watch TV while I play, like 10, 15 minutes. You can dedicate a lot of time. My little sister is always on when I log in.
She's always on.
She's always on.
I'll be like, it's 2 a.m. Let me just log into my town, pick some weeds. Yeah. And she'll be on.
But you can, it's designed, it's just honestly just mind-numbingly cute. Comforting? Cute. It is my comfort game. I have only one game right now in my life, and it's just Animal Crossing.
I find myself grabbing that Switch and be like, let me just pick some weeds. You get it. It's a great little game if you have, if people really love it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Been around for now decades. Okay, and then this other half of the text. It was my first Vendy Blendy last year, and it was so much fun. I joined the Cookie College at the same time, and I haven't looked back. The Facebook group alone, the community in there, and the freebie photos make it worth it. I've started teaching cookie classes, which I wouldn't have done without the college, and it has been so much fun and transformed my business. Thank you so much for all you both do.
Thank you so much.
That was extremely nice. Compared to the last text last week, which was boring.
Yeah, that was very kind of you.
Okay, look at me in the eye. Fight me, boring. Fight me, Statesboro, Georgia.
Did they ever claim? Did they claim their winning?
No, they could have, though. I was
She said it was too boring to listen to again.
You should have listened to it. It was less boring this last episode when you won. You can't call the Vendy Blendy boring. You can call it chaos.
Me and Heather, overwhelming. The Vendy Blendy,
not boring. And that's why I'm boring all year, because the Vendy Blendy takes it out of me.
Yeah.
That is the STL Me About It segment. If you want to enter to win next month, my water bottle is shaking. It's 571-556-5644. Or if you're listening to a podcast player and you see that text me button, it'll come in that way too.
Okay, let me read. We have a new section as we are redoing this podcast that we're literally bringing in new aspects to the podcast to make it interesting. We have a section where we highlight a group post. It can be a win, a loss, a good brain question.
I love it.
I have this question by Donna. Now, Donna gets what a collab is about. Okay. Donna said, so here's the thing. If you aren't doing the group collabs, think again. Let me share what effect it's had on my IG page in the last month. The Main Street collab got me 848 views to date. 56.1% were non-followers.
Wow.
People not following her.
Wow.
The recent Circle collab had 317 views. So the Circle collab was a video. That was real. 78.6 of whom were non-followers. The day before the Main Street collab, I had 579 followers and very few inquiries via IG. As of this morning, I have 807 followers. That's 228 new followers that I am certain are not all fellow bakers. I've also had 8 inquiries through my IG than I had all of 2024.
Wow.
That's insane.
Okay.
Most of my orders inquiries come from Facebook. Totally normal. So what I'm trying to say here is capital. Do the collabs.
Can I use this as a segue to the collab we have on Friday?
Thank you.
Okay, so we have a cookie collab on Friday. I know because we get so Vendy Blendy on the brain. It kind of gets lost in the sauce a bit.
Is it this Friday or next Friday?
This Friday.
Wow. Nice.
So it is the thank you cookie collab. Now, typically bake a thank you cookie, a card cookie, a cookie that you give the buyer, right?
Yeah.
So we thought it would be fun in the spirit of thankfulness for Thanksgiving to have you take a thank you cookie and take a picture of somebody holding it, and then you'll tell us the story of why you're so thankful. Pretty easy, but what it's so interesting to people like us is I get to read about why this person, 1, it's a face, we know that performs well. Yeah. 2, you're hyper thankful for them. And 3, I get to learn a little bit about your relationship to this person.
Yeah. All these collabs take place on Instagram.
It's a hard day for words.
I know. And Instagram is just the easiest way to search hashtags. So every collab we do has its own individual hashtag. And this one's is
SEM collab. TY.
TY stands for thank you.
Right. So The collabs hashtag always starts with SEM collab, and then that last thing changes each collab. So the collab hashtag from last time, no, this one's SEM collab TY. You will make the post on Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're listening to this in post, it was November 21st, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You will post a photo of a person holding a thank you cookie that you're thankful for. If you signed up, if you registered, which 70 of you did, you got my coaching. If you're like, oh, I'm just hearing about this, can I not do it? Yes, you can. There's an event in the SEM group called the Thank You Cookie Collab. In it, I pinned the comment with this coaching help, this copy coaching help.
Yeah. So the copy coaching is, I don't know what to say, but I want to say something. So Heather just gives you a little bit of part of her brain. You can always make your own, but if you just want something in Heather's copy is a way to insert that hashtag that makes a little bit more sense.
And kind of explain what a collab is, right? So, and then on the SEM account, I'll have better explanation of what a collab is if your audience finds themselves there. What happens is when you post at 11, from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., so 1 hour, the other bakers and you will go around and read each other's stories and engage with that. Now, that's called engagement baiting or manufactured engagement, but it still works. And Facebook can't figure out how to get us to stop it. But it's a great way to meet each other, support each other, and it provides somebody a little bit more reach. Now, what happens is that content will be shown to more of their followers, which are hopefully people that could buy from them.
Yeah. So what Donna's saying is she has followers, but she wasn't getting any inquiries through Instagram. Not saying she did the collab, so 8 inquiries came through. She did the collab, got the engagement. Her post was shown more in feeds. And from there, she got 8 inquiries via Instagram.
What I love about the collab is it gives you excuse to break the typical posting pattern.
Absolutely.
Like, okay, I did a Pooh Bear set, I did this set. Now I can say, here's a random excuse I have to post a picture of somebody you don't know.
And I want to say, faces, this is why it's not just a thank you cookie.
No.
Faces do better on Instagram, and that is why a face needs to be with the thank you cookie. We are doing this for the benefit of you.
Right. There's multiple benefits. You'll get more reach. You'll get more engagement for the fact that the bakers are doing it, but you'll get more engagement for the fact of what the content is.
Yeah. So Heather is actually going to be my thank you collab photo. So when I made her custom set last week, even though she did not order it, I made her a thank you cookie with it, which I typically do for orders. But I said, don't eat that one. Eat all the other ones, but bring that one and let me take a photo of you with it.
Did you post my pasta potty set in the group? Can you do it?
No, I have not.
Post that so that they listen to the podcast. Just do hashtag podcast reference.
Okay. And so Heather from the Pasta Party got a themed cookie that looks like a Pasta Party one, but she's going to be, my customers don't necessarily know I'm a twin. Okay. So what I'm doing is letting them into my life in a very natural way. And I'm going to also say, if you've ever liked my website, if you've ever liked my emails, this is who's behind it. So what it's doing is allowing people to be like, oh my goodness, she's a twin. Oh my goodness, she has a sister. Oh my goodness, I've seen her before. Oh my goodness, I know a little bit more about Corrie than I did yesterday. I feel a little bit more comfortable ordering it. Your biggest fans are your biggest fans, and that's why they want to support you. We all are baking cookies, okay? We all are buying from the same cutter shops.
Standing out a little bit.
Elf on the Shelf looks the same every year, okay? What they do and what these collabs do is allow people to get to know you just a little bit better. So when they go to find a cookier, they say, I know Corrie. She has a twin. I want to buy from her. I like her. I want to support her.
So you can see from Donna's review right there, it is very effective. And the that's one of the hardest collabs is the Main Street Cookie collab. This is a really easy one. It'll get the similar reactions from the Meet the Baker one, but it'll be a little bit more heartfelt and warm because you're not talking about yourself. You're talking about somebody that made
I'm going to say, put your marketing cap on. You can thank your best referral customer.
Oof.
That's a fantastic way to highlight them. Put your marketing cap on. I don't want to see a thank you cookie you throw on every box. This is a person that has worked for you in some form or fashion. Can be a spouse, can be a child.
Just say you're thankful for.
No, I'm just saying worked in your business in some form or fashion. A really good customer. Your husband who holds down the fort, gives your cookie
sister who watches your kids when you're doing classes.
The person who puts on the markets that you go to every single week.
That's a strategic one.
Yeah, I'm just saying the coffee shop you have your little meetings at, that's a fantastic way. This is not just a thank you cookie on a white background. That's not what this is.
I said it has to have somebody holding it.
I'm telling you why. It's not because me and Heather are meanies. It's because this is how you're going to get it to work for you.
No AI allowed. Please don't use AI.
So
because that would be the least caring about something.
we don't want to go the opposite way.
It's not going to get you the reaction you want if you have AI forcing somebody with a thank you cookie against their will.
So if you're hearing this for the first time, you're like, I really want to be a part of it. You don't have to register. You just join us on Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You have all the information you need, but if you want a little additional help, I pinned it in the event.
Yeah.
You can always ask in the group and I'll help you there.
I'm just giving you ideas. Thanking your dog walker and tagging their business. A fantastic way. And odds are they might reshare it. They might reshare it. Thanking the orthodontist office. Thanking the dentist office.
There's a lot of opportunity here when you kind of think outside of the box. Can I say my one is Vendy Blendy related?
Sure.
Okay, our little sister does pick out the winners for the big door prizes.
Yes.
It's the only component of this entire business she has a say in. It's the only thing she wants to do. You guys, she made this post the other day. She had said, I want to make a post in the group.
She did, yeah.
You guys are so welcoming to her. She has such a giggle. She got 200 likes on her post. She's so stoked with her reach and engagement. She writes this. Me, rising from a yearly slumber to awaken for the Vendy Blendy. Just some things I want to keep in mind as the best part of the day of the year approaches. Some will say I'm biased towards the following. Cats, makeup, Glenn Powell shirtless and Top Gun's volleyball beach scene. Bakers who put a little extra effort into their entry comments. For those of you gracing the annual baker sale for the first time, I'm the resident big door prize picker and I am openly bribable. Happy Vendy Blendy season. So she posted a picture of the three of us. Yeah. It was so funny. You guys, the comments were so hilarious. Funny.
Literally, there was a comment that someone... Genius use of AI. Someone edited out me and Heather in the photo and put Glenn Powell hugging and kissing Summer's forehead.
I don't know how she got AI.
I don't
take a celebrity.
It looks so real.
You remember it won't touch celebrities, but she got a. It looks like he's in my parents' house.
It looks like he's kissing Summer's head.
Jane, if you hear this, she thought it was so funny. She sent it as a Snapchat to my whole family.
It was
and extended. Cousins got.
I'm sure
Powell.
She's sending it to her work.
It was so. Oh, she posted it to her Instagram. Yeah, she said, "Let's never forget that this could be a potential."
Hilarious. And Heather is now one of the door prizes is a Glenn Powell towel.
Glenn Powell towel. I'll be entering her in that one. Yeah, you guys wanted him. He's here, so I'm sure someone will be entering it as well. Anyways, those big door prizes. She is the winner picker. If you guys want to know the strategy behind how to do that, go listen to my Facebook Live number 3, Secrets to Shopping. I'll tell you how she's, except I know her weaknesses. Also,
the reason why me and Heather couldn't be the pickers because we love y'all. And I don't want you to be like,
bipartisan. This girl knows nothing of you. She's going to base, she's not, if you just say, I want to win.
No. Oh. You go listen to that live.
Listen to the win.
You go listen to that live. If you are in it to win it, you'll go listen to live number what?
It was the third one. It's on YouTube and it's still in the group. But it's also on the sugarcookiemarketing.com/Vendy Blendy.
Yeah. So if you want to know the secrets to get to Summit's hat and your name isn't Glenn Powell, you'll want to listen to that.
You'll want to listen. Glenn Powell, you'll win them all if you are listening. But also, hi.
Yeah. Moving on to our sponsors. Without them, this boring podcast wouldn't be here. First and foremost, take us through them. We won.
I'll tell you, the fun thing about them, I'm going to actually tell you what discounts they're running at the Vendy Blendy. All of them but one are vendors. I love when I use Google Sheets and I can see you looking with me.
I'm going to tell you, I'm always in the Google Vendy Blendy sheet. So if you ever see Whispering Otter, it is I
right now. Okay, so we have, let me go to this to pull up. So we have Cookie Design Lab.
Yeah.
Now, you could always get them off 15% off, but for the Vendy Blendy, they'll be running 25% off.
I'm going to tell you, that discount day. Okay, you don't buy your bamboo, but you wait to see if you win the door prize. You win the door prize, you get Cookie Design Lab.
Skedaddle over.
You don't win the door prize, you can get it $50 off since Bamboo's running a sale.
Skedaddle over. Get Cookie Design Lab. It'll be 25% off. Baking Me Crazy, typically you get 10% off. You can get 25% off.
I want to tell you, Baking Me Crazy actually sent me, and I'm going to make her Vendy Blendy video.
Okay.
She has everything under the sun. I
like this supply shop.
She has the nicest rolling pin, and it's the ones that have the sides on there, so you can determine the size of yours. It was so nice, and it's her branded rolling pin.
You said she sent you her whole store.
Oh, I said there's nothing she doesn't have. I like her shop because it's a one-stop shop.
Corey
so you get to save on all these different shipping charges because you can buy just from her shop. She sells Chua mats. So even though Chua is a vendor, if you're like, but I need Chua mats and the rolling pin and sprinkles, you could all buy it from her shop.
I like that.
Yeah.
Bakety Bake, typically 10%.
Wait, what's her discount? You didn't say. I'm sorry.
25%.
25% off.
Royal Batch, typically 10% off. This time, 25%.
25%.
She never runs that.
She does not.
She does not. Daisy Makes typically 10% off. And just so you guys know, they're paying to give you discounts. They're paying even more to give you more discounts.
I know.
Daisy Make is doing 25% off at the Vendy Blendy.
Okay. Daisy Makes, and I made her Vendy Blendy video. I haven't posted it yet.
Okay.
It is a kit. But here's the crazy thing about a kit. It came to my door and it says open and refrigerate. And I was like, what is in here?
Okay.
The kit is everything you need to make, but the dough is in there.
Oh, no
16
way.
ounces of dough on a chilled thing came to my house.
Oh, that's so crazy.
I didn't have to buy one extra thing. I literally just made it come to room temperature and used it.
She is just a saint. She posted about the Vendy Blendy in her groups, and I was reading it, and she was like, "This is the best deal we'll offer." I love when the vendors do that. So the best deal you're going to get from Daisy Makes is on Black Friday.
Yeah,
she is okay, not discounted, still a sponsor. Definitely, if you have been nice this year, ask for one. Eddie the Edible Printer.
Yes, Eddie
they don't run discounts. We've tried every year.
They do though have a payment plan,
and they do have a refurbished option.
Yeah. So I want to say a lot of these cutter shops now sell STL files and Eddie prints.
Right, which you can see in the digital downloads kit. Corrie and I use Eddie a lot. Of course, she's the one. She took him from me. She left the carousel, though. Odd.
It was too big.
Take him with you. He goes together.
Here's the thing. On Heather's order I did last week, I did tomatoes.
This is, okay, I'm so sorry. You guys don't understand how cute this is. She used Eddie to print like a, what do you call that?
It's just a background.
Yeah, but what do you put when you put over a table?
Tablecloth.
It's like a tablecloth print.
Yeah.
And then she piped on top of it. And that is Eddie. Mwah.
That set, okay, I gave it to Heather. It was for her birthday. You're welcome. But I also used it in my own marketing.
Do it, man.
All week long.
Corey's been pimping me out on her Twitter.
I really have. Because I was able to do that set and I really enjoyed it. That Eddie print behind those tomatoes brought the set together. It would have been white.
They all voted it as a favorite.
I know. Yeah, they liked it. It was a simple cookie and it just elevated it just a little bit.
I know Eddie Con's coming up in January and they told us to promote it. And I saw that they opened up more room blocks. So they're definitely filling up. If you want to hang over there and get that discounted room, definitely go to Eddie Printers users group on Facebook and find that link.
Eddie is more than just backgrounds. People are printing icing transfers. They're actually printing on those.
We'll do them at a class kit. Corrie will go to a class and print the outline that I give those to you in the class kits as well. But you'll print it on the cookie so people can kind of see where the design is going. Definitely for it when the cookies are kind of too...
When there's a lot of steps in there and they need to know, like, if, you know, I think the last class we did, I was either you have a, we did it for the cast class, but we didn't do it on this private class, but like people's turkey bodies, the turkey platter.
We did a turkey roast and people had massive plates and little turkeys.
Tiny turkeys.
I wish we had printed on it. And then last but not least, Bosch Nutrimill is running their Black Friday sale. I'm not allowed to say what it is until the 20th, but it beats their sales all year.
So you'll post that in the group in like 2 days.
The key is on top of their sale, you have to use the affiliate code to get this deal.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not the best deal. So definitely use the affiliate code. It'll be code Sugar Cookies. You get $20 off and they pay us $20, which I use to run the Vendy Blendy.
Nice. So thank you.
Okay, kids, that takes us to...
You have a twin to arrest. You can talk about your pasta party.
I had a pasta party at the Olive Garden. It's funny. You go to Olive Garden, which I go to. We go every Friday. And I walk in and I texted Corrie, where are you? She said, back right, because they're set with the right and left side of the restaurant. So I'm heading towards the back right. I look at the lady at the front. I said, she's like, back right. I was like, oh.
Back right.
How would you even know that that's my sister? But it's because when I came around the corner, there was this little Wegmans has these little cakes. I slept on them. Cake. Listen, they're so good.
Yeah.
It was a little vanilla cake. I'm so sorry. It was delectable. In it was pasta noodle candles.
I found them. I think I found them on Etsy.
They were so cute. They were little. They literally looked like a noodle with a flame coming out of it. Then she had 2 balloons, 3 and 7.
Yeah,
so funny. The bartender comes by. He's like, "You guys look great for 73."
Because it was floating around.
Yeah,
those were $1 zillion for
ridiculous.
I don't know
They've
why.
been Munch's favorite thing.
Yes.
Then there was these cake pops, true cake pop balls with chocolate formed noodle pasta.
The bow tie noodles. I found a mold on Etsy and I just formed chocolate in there. I did like probably 8 of them wrong. And then I got 6 of them right. So she got exactly 6 cake pops. Hilarious.
Then a dozen cookies with 6 different. Now, this is Corrie. She's not a plaque girly, but she used each of these used a plaque, except for one was that she had a noodle balloon. Was it supposed to be real balloons?
They're real balloons, but Liz Viz has...
she's weird into the noodles.
She has a whole noodle groove. She'll be at the Vendy Blendy at 25% off, just so you know.
30.
Oh, 30% off? Okay, I love her shop. She has these transfer sheets you can buy that were all noodle.
Oh, So
and she had
funny.
noodle cutters and everything. I didn't do the cutters, but I did the transfer sheets.
She does these. I'm so sorry. She's doing teeth Christmas.
Yes.
Corrie,
No,
like
she's
teeth.
more receptive to weird things than
Yeah.
anybody else.
It's super funny. Anyways, that, and then there was confetti in the shape of pasta.
Yeah, it was pasta confetti that I found on Etsy as well.
It was a giant happy birthday in the cake cutout, like a
Yeah,
topper.
and that had like spaghetti on it. One thing that didn't come in, and it did, so I'll be giving to you,
Okay.
is I did order these handmade poured ravioli candles.
No way.
Yeah.
I'll bring them over.
Yeah, so you'll be able to burn
Super funny. It was super fun. It was a blast. And then Olive Garden was like, "It's your birthday. Here's a free cake with a
I
candle
know,
in it."
they
So it
did
was fun.
great. But
That's
I want to
okay.
say, even for the marketing standpoint, how many people came and asked for my information?
Yeah. It was very
Just
cute.
saying.
Corey staged the whole
I
table.
did. I want to tell you, staged it. There was beads. I had a
beads.
silk thing. I had a red checker. I set it up, and that's what got people to stop.
Right, and then she lit a fire. And then her son was like, "How are we going to get the shallot?" And I said, "Asking the important questions."
Oh,
Like,
and then I got you the cute. What is those pop-up cards?
oh yeah, love
Pop
love
art?
pop.
Love pop.
Oh, I don't know. Either way, those cards
Yeah.
when you open them and there's like a
It was a
pop-up.
pasta thing.
It was so funny. And then because it's so cute, they let you have a little insert so you can write on the card.
Yeah.
That was super cute. What is your Twinterest?
That's my Twinterest.
The pasta
pulled
party?
it out of my butt.
Can you
the
post
day
it in the
before.
group?
I will.
Just hashtag podcast reference,
Yes.
pasta party.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah. I thought that was so fun. Oh,
So,
pasta party.
kids, we got our birthday. We got the collab on Friday. Twin birthday Saturday. Vendy Blendy next Friday. Thanksgiving that Thursday. But who cares?
Who cares about that? That's just literally fueling me for the event.
It's just food to get you through the event.
Yeah, honestly, really, honestly. So I want to see everyone at the thank you collab. You have exactly 4 days to turn your oven on and bake a thank you cookie. You don't have to be insane.
I even said you could print it. There's no AI, but you could print it.
We just need a body holding it. Boydie holding it.
Boydie.
And guess what? I'm going to post it everywhere because that's what we do as marketers. Also,
Make
I
that
won
content work for you,
Best
baby
of
girl.
Next Door for 2025.
Oh,
oddly.
yeah, that's a very fun.
So I'm going to show
thing.
you how I unveil the marketing behind that.
Okay.
Because we don't just post just when we get something.
Make it work for you.
Make
Stretch
it
the
work.
content out.
All right, guys. Vendy Blendy hype. We're running off of Vendy Blendy hype.
Fumes. I mean, hi.
Caffeine pills at this point.
Apparently, I want to say you and a caffeine pill is like a drill sergeant vibe.
Hey,
Yeah.
you listen.
You sign up for later.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the most boring podcast in the world. Appreciate ya.
Next week we'll be in Vendy Blendy vibes.
Oh, I won't know a word that doesn't start with a V and a B.
We'll also be doing an extra podcast next week on the Vendy Blendy.
Yeah.
We'll have one on
Stay
Tuesday and
tuned.
we'll do it again on Friday. Okay, kiddos. See you then. Look, the camera's last.
It's because it's so freezingly cold.